game 6. And game 6 went by very, very quickly. I won't even be able to skip through this video because it went by that quickly. So, I had a look. Didn't see any actions, didn't see any draw. Somehow, from the recesses of my mind, I was able to put together that Ironworks and Silk Road was a thing in the old days. The old Silk Road rush. You have other gainers on the board here. Sculptor is an excellent gainer of 4-cost things as well. So something to think about. It's expensive, of course, but maybe. Replace maybe could work in the Silk Road thing. You could turn your coppers into estates and hand out curses, but again, it's an expensive card. So it means you would need some time to be able to buy that, and maybe the game is just too fast. Maybe it's just too fast. So our opponent opens with an exiled Ironworks off the transport. I presume next turn they buy an Ironworks to get that Ironworks off the exile mat. I am not afforded this opening with the 4-3, so I'm just going to get my Ironworks. And I could transport here, but I won't have 2 Ironworks in the shuffle, right? No. Here is where I cook up a very strange idea. I'm going to get a silver here, not an Ironworks on the exile mat. I want the silver so that I can buy a Sculptor. Because Sculptor gains me silver, and then I can use the silver to maybe buy a duchy or 2 to maybe tip the scales in my favor when it comes to the Ironworks situation and Silk Road situation in particular, sorry. Right, so now I have 6 though. And then I get another funny idea in my head. Maybe I should buy Horde. Because when I buy green cards with Horde, I get gold. That could help me get the duchy. So, again, foregoing Ironworks, I buy a Horde. Notice my opponent's turn. Double Ironworks and puts one on the exile mat. And here they start buying estates. So their plan is obvious now. They want Silk Roads. So here I gain 1 Ironworks. I only have 2, I only have 2 Ironworks. I consider a scheme, so I could put back an Ironworks on top of my deck. See it more often, play it more often. But instead, I opt to exile an Ironworks. If I get it, great. If I don't get it, it's 1 less Ironworks for my opponent. So I'm not overly unhappy if my Ironworks get stuck on the exile mat. So they do take the last 2 Ironworks, as well as a Silk Road and an estate. Looks like there's no time for silvers and hordes. Wait, what that? Drew into a silver at the right time. Alright, I'll have 2 Silk Roads. I'm leading the Silk Road split. This is 3 Silk Roads, 4 Silk Roads. How do I have half of them already? How did that happen? I have no business doing this. I've lost the Ironworks split handsomely, but now I have 5 Silk Roads. How did this happen? So the Silk Road split is 5-3. Look at the score though, 14-13. My opponent has more estates than I do. I didn't bother counting to see how many green cards people had. I just went for it here because I have no other choice. If I don't go for it, they go for it and they win. So I guess they counted their green cards and they knew that gaining this estate wasn't the win. So somehow I'm able to win this game, even though I bought 2 silver instead of Ironworks. That's game 6, and that's the match. 4-2 in my favor somehow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next match.